Hello wrestling fans, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to episode number 2 of the Daily Wrestling Show. And today, I've got some very exciting news stories to share with all of you. And let's start things with AEW superstar Jade Cargill. What's happening with her is that she has deleted her Twitter app. Not her Twitter account, but she has deleted her Twitter app. And the reason behind this is... What? No, not that. Well, to think about it, maybe. But that's not right. No, that's not the reason. But thanks, though, Tim. Thank you for your opinion. But that... Oh, what? Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Thanks for the heads up, Tim. Alright, anyways, let's get this out of the way. Jade Cargill says that she has been spending way too much time on social media, which is why she has decided to delete one of her apps. And she made this announcement on her other social media app, which is Instagram. But don't laugh, alright? Don't laugh. She has provided an explanation for staying on Instagram as well. Jade says that she makes money on the platform. She makes money through Instagram, which is why she is staying there. There is some things I believe that a lot of wrestlers, particularly a lot of WWE superstars, cannot relate to. Well, but we here at Wrasslinews, we know the real reason why Jade is still on Instagram, and that is because she follows us on Instagram, and she doesn't want to miss out on any of her premium wrestling news content that we post on the platform. That is the real reason. I'll tell you that. You'll only hear it right here on Wrasslinews, exclusive. Well, jokes apart, another reason why Jade deleted or maybe deleted her Twitter app could be because of the toxic fans. What happened was that earlier this week, Jade sent out a tweet commenting on some of wrestling fans who are not very supportive of black women's wrestlers. Jade feels that there are a particular group of fans who do not support black female wrestlers, and she took to Twitter to talk about it. And her tweet was not received very well by the fans. But not all fans, disagree with her. There are fans who agree with Jade as well, and so do I. I feel like there is a huge difference, even now, if you look at the dirt sheets, right? You look at the dirt sheets and you see how these so-called journalists, without any degree of journalism, by the way, how they treat the likes of Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, and how they treat the likes of Bianca Belair and Jade. I see a difference. And I feel like Jade saw the difference too. She's been experiencing it firsthand, and that's why she made the tweet that she did. And the difference is there, and it's true. And you know what, guys? It's 2021, almost 2022. Let's make that change. Let's make that difference happen. Let's treat everybody equally for the talent that they possess, not for the color of the skin, not for the nationality, not for any other reason. But yeah, Jade has left Twitter for now. I believe she will be on a break, on a hiatus from Twitter, and when she feels like mentally she'll be comfortable to get back on the platform, she'll be back. Her Twitter account has not been deleted, so that's a good news for her Twitter fans. Anyways, if you thought that wrestling Twitter craziness was already over, it's not. And heads up, guys, today's episode is going to be a crazy one. Every single news story that we're going to be talking about today is a crazy news story. Just crazier and crazier. Well, let's talk about something more from wrestling Twitter, which is absolutely crazy. Apparently, Donald Trump, the former president of America, is not the only one who has problems with Mexico. AEW superstar, and yes, we're still talking about AEW stars today. AEW star Jack Evans, he claims that the police in Mexico are extorting him. What happened is that Evans, he took to Twitter as well. He took to Twitter last night, and he claimed that he is being extorted by 2 cops from the Dev Val Police Department in Mexico City. He says that he has had to pay about $350 US in the past 4 days to avoid trouble. Apparently, from what he is saying, is that if he gets arrested, let's say in the near future, if he gets arrested on drug charges, it will be the police, the Mexican police, that will be planting the drugs on him, and he would not actually be possessing drugs. So basically, he's already given us a heads up that if this happens, it's not because he has done something wrong. It's that police are extorting him, and they are gonna be, planting the drugs on him to get him into trouble. Evans says that he has had to pay about $350 in the past few days just to get out of trouble, but it just cannot continue for too long, and that's why he decided to come clean with his fans, with the industry on Twitter. Evans actually has lived in Mexico City for quite some time himself, and he hasn't wrestled for AEW in a while either. The last time we saw him was in October, I believe the 26th of October, on AEW Dark. And before that match on Dark, the last match that he actually wrestled on TV was a hair versus hair match against Orange Cassidy, which, by the way, he lost. So clearly, a match on Dark back in October, and hair versus hair match, which he lost against Orange Cassidy. Now the Mexican police are after him, so definitely something's wrong with Evans. He has to get something sorted, something right. Well, good luck to Evans. And just like I said earlier, today's stories are crazy. And if you are still here and you're still watching this episode, it clearly means that you want more crazy. And you know what? I'll give you what you want, and I'll give you more crazy. WWE has just released a new holiday pop vinyl figure for the former WWE superstar, the Fiend Bray Wyatt. And that's right, Bray Wyatt is not a WWE superstar anymore. He was fired from the company back in October, and now a few months later, they're still pushing out new merch under his name because obviously they own the name The Fiend, they own the name Bray Wyatt, and obviously they own the character of The Fiend. So why not, right? It's pure business. And as I said, at the start of this episode, today's news stories are absolutely crazy. They're crazy. And we've got some more craziness coming up for you from MJF's very own mother. But before that, let's catch up with our very own Will YM and talk about last night's NXT, which, by the way, was crazy in itself, and also discuss tonight's AEW Dynamite and if it's going to be worthy of our time and if we should be tuning in tonight. All right, so let's connect with Will YM. Hey, Will, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, sir.
And before we even get started, I want to take you back yesterday when we were talking about Johnny Gargano and him possibly leaving WWE. Look what I told you. I told you he's not leaving. The WWE is not giving him a farewell like Dean Ambrose for nothing. Yeah, he's not leaving. Isn't that right?
No, it seems like he's going to stay a little while longer. I guess the rumors that he's either re-signed or had a contract extension are true. I think he's going to have a storyline or two before he leaves. So, yeah, last night wasn't his last night.
I love the optimism, by the way, before he leaves a match or two. No, I don't think he's leaving. I think he's staying. I think that, I think AEW has a lot of, no offense, but a lot of Johnny Garganos right now. And they don't want another one. I don't think he's going to bring in a whole lot of money. So, yeah. I feel like he is happy where he is. He's getting paid enough. NXT is happy with him. I think he's staying for quite some time now. And I was looking up online, and people are like, nah, next month he's showing up on Dynamite and whatnot. And I love the optimism of AEW fans who want all the former or future WWE superstars to sign with AEW. It's just weird. But not everybody's going to go to AEW,
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't care if Johnny went to AEW, stayed in NXT, went to the main roster, went to Impact or whatever. Just, whatever Johnny does, I'm happy. Like, he kills it everywhere he goes.
That's right. That's absolutely right. You know what? It's likely that Kylie would actually sign with AEW sooner or later. It's more likely than Johnny Gargano jumping ship to All Elite.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the UE all being in AEW, that could be a good little storyline. Like Cole and Fish, all buddy, and then there's Kyle, and it's like, oh, it's you.
I know, right? It will be funny, yeah. But anyways, yesterday's NXT, overall, I find it to the best. I found it average. What about you? Did you enjoy the show overall?
I didn't really have the time to watch it. Even then, I'm not an avid watcher of NXT.
Yeah, that explains a lot. All right.
So that was why, like, I looked at what happened with Johnny Gargano, because I'm like, did he do a farewell address? Did he get attacked? Whatever that. So
right. Yeah, like the only names I actually look forward to at NXT are probably Mandy Rose, maybe also Toxic Attraction. Even
Yeah,
though I feel like they suck in ring work, in ring action is not the best. But they're at least they're attractive. They get their eyes on the product, right? So I feel like Toxic Attraction does a good work at NXT. Apart from them, I feel like Braun Breaker, of course, is one name, and then you have the likes of Gargano and Tommaso and all these people. But apart from that, I feel like NXT is still it's not the product that you must tune into every Tuesday yet.
exactly.
All right. Thanks, Will, for the feedback on yesterday's NXT. Now, moving forward to tonight, that's AEW Dynamite night. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, there's a few decent matches, and we got the Diamond Battle Royal
That's right.
going on, where the final two will meet at Winter is Coming, and the winner wins that diamond ring. People that are confirmed right now are two-time winner MJF, and Team Taz. So you like Dante Martin, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, and I think that's really it as of right now for
All right.
confirmed names. But
I guess what you mean is tonight, CM Punk is going to be winning the Battle Royal, and he's going to be the winner of the whole Diamond thing, right?
I mean, if he's in there, I mean, he's not
Yeah,
advertised, but we're
he's
known
not.
for surprises.
That's right. I mean, the fact that he's not advertised basically confirms it for me that Punk, since he's involved in a feud with the MJF, our buddy KJ basically broke it for me first. He's like, look, CM Punk's gonna be winning this one, and then he's gonna have a long feud with MJF because MJF has been winning this for about 2 years now, so it has to be Punk winning this now.
Yeah, I mean, and that could be a good way to have them fight at Winter is Coming,
Right?
and have stakes there for the ring.
Absolutely agreed, William. So apart from this particular match, is there anything else that we should be looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, we have Bryan Danielson, who's currently in a feud with AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page. He's going to be
That's
fighting
right.
another one of the Dark Order buddies,
No.
John Silver in particular.
Okay.
And that will be his final match with the Dark Order buddy until next week's Winter is Coming.
All right.
And then we also have Jamie Hayter, one of Britt Baker's buddies, taking on Rio, I think her name is.
Yeah, Rio.
Yeah, the current #1 contender for the AEW Women's Championship. So yeah, pretty much 2 matches where the #1 contender takes on the champ's buddies.
Okay. Yeah, sweet. I guess the #1 contender is going to be picking up the win tonight. That's usually what happens when they're heading into a match.
Unless there's shenanigans, so.
That's right. So either there's going to be a whole brawl breaking down tonight, or it's going to be the #1 contender looking strong. And when it comes to the Bryan Danielson, I guess Bryan Danielson is going to be winning again. So the match card itself, the match card that's being advertised for tonight, looks pretty predictable.
Yeah, it seems so. I mean, we'll probably have a few more matches segments that could entertain. I mean, AEW doesn't it entertains me, even if there are matches that are predictable. I mean,
and less commercials. Yeah.
Yeah, and less commercials. Like, let's say it's like a big name versus a small name. At least the small name has offense, and it's not like a 2-minute match where the big name wins.
That's right. That's right. So important, right? But, one thing that people are not talking about is the treatment that the Dark Order is getting. I don't know why, but John Cena gets a lot of hate for destroying the Nexus, for taking out the members one by one and, just destroying it. I feel like Bryan is doing something similar here with the Dark Order, taking them out one by one, basically making them look like absolute jokers, and nobody's talking about it. I mean, Bryan Danielson is treating the Dark Order like Cena treated the Nexus. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially that. I mean, guess you could kind of say it's sort of like the same, since Bryan's playing the heel and he's getting booed every time he does a promo afterwards. But it's not just because he's picking off members of the Dark Order. It's because he's exactly the way he was in 2018, calling fans fickle and saying that Adam Page is coward shit or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's just because the Dark Order are jokers now, running around with Hangman, while, no offense, if Brody Lee was still alive, they would be dominant heels.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if Brody Lee was still here, Dark Order would be taken a lot more seriously. I mean, right now they have no direction, they have no leader, and they look at people as leaders. Right now they're looking at Hangman Page, I believe, as leaders, and it's going nowhere. So let's hope the best for Dark Order, and let's hope the best for tonight's Dynamite. For me, I think it's going to be an average show at the best, maybe a 4 out of 10. But let's see what happens tomorrow. We're going to compare the ratings.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, Will. It was great talking to you. As always, thank you for the previews, and I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Well, craziness isn't over yet. And speaking of AEW Dynamite, ahead of tonight's show, MJF's mother is making headlines yet again. His mom will be in attendance at tonight's show, and she has got a sign prepared for her very own lovely son. And this sign of her, it mocks MJF as it showcases a picture of MJF as a child. And the sign says, "The last time our son was not an a-hole." Wow. And let's take a look at the sign, by the way. Wow, this is beautiful. This is a great sign. I'm pretty sure his mom is going to get cheered real big tonight. That's awesome. And tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite, by the way, is taking place in the city of Long Island, which is the hometown of MJF, and which is the reason why his parents are going to be in attendance tonight in person. And even though MJF is a heel and he gets a lot of hate from the fans, he is confident that he will be received like a hometown hero tonight, and he will get cheered when he appears on the show. Do you think so? I don't, but let me know what you think. Hit the comments and let me know if you think that MJF is going to be cheered tonight or not. And guys, if the idea of MJF getting cheered wasn't crazy enough for you, I've got something even more crazier. Breaking news, guys. It's breaking news. Being a college dropout gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere. Gone are the days of Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, when dropping out of college was cool. Gone are those days. Now in 2021, if you want to be somewhere in your life, you have to go to college. And by somewhere, I mean the WWE. And since they're not hiring the indie guys anymore, WWE is paying close attention to the college athletes. After signing Olympic gold medalist Gable Steveson, WWE has revealed their inaugural NIL, which is the next in line class of college athletes. Let's take a look. This class, look at them, they look great. The class features 15 athletes from 15 universities, 7 NCAA conferences, and 4 sports, out of which, as you can see, there are 6 females and 9 males. I mean, what a diverse class indeed. Wow. AJ Ferrari, by the way, kiss that name goodbye, brother. You can't hold on to that name for too long in the WWE, that's for sure. Haley and Hannah, wow, they seem like sisters, I guess. Looks like they've found a replacement for the Iconics already, yeah? That's funny. Wow, looks like Omos definitely has some company in Isaac for sure, and Glenn looks like the next Mace already. Well, you know, we have to see how many of these stars get to the main roster, and how many of these get future endeavored before they even make it to any of the rosters in the WWE. Nevertheless, good luck to all the athletes. I can't wait to see what they do next in the WWE. Well, after all the craziness that we've just heard of, just talked about, let's talk about something positive. Let's end this episode on a positive note. WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, he has defeated cancer once again. He was recently, as you might be knowing, he was recently battling prostate cancer, for which he underwent surgery late in October. In an update, Duggan revealed on Instagram that he is now completely cancer-free. And what's even more miraculous, even more wonderful, is that this was his second bout with cancer, and he defeated it once again. Congratulations, Mr. Duggan, and we are all cheering and rooting for you. Awesome. Now, before we end the show tonight, we would like to send across the birthday wishes to these wrestlers and members of the wrestling industry. Michael Cole, everybody loves this guy, don't they? He turns 53 today. Enzo Amore turns 35. And recently retired wrestler Jimmy Rave turns 39 today. Unfortunately, I guess you guys must be knowing about this already. Unfortunately, Jimmy Rave had to get both of his legs amputated early this year due to a MSRA infection. Now, we wish him the best and hope that he is doing well today, both mentally and physically. We're all praying for you, sir. And Slick, the manager, the veteran manager in the wrestling industry, he turns 64 today. And this brings us to the end of a crazy, yet a very happy episode of the Daily Wrestling Show. As always, I am Wrassingh. You're watching Wrestling News. Thank you, and we will see you